Hey, Midwest Picker here. Welcome to the channel. My name is Dave. I am a part-time YouTube content creator. I'm a part-time reseller, primarily eBay, full-time father, husband, nurse. I make these videos to help people new to reselling. So in today's video, we're going to do a return unboxing and what sold on eBay. The reason I'm doing a combo video is because I only sold 5 things since the last what sold on eBay video. So these what sold on eBay videos are very helpful for new people to reselling. The biggest learning curve that new resellers have is how does shipping work and what do I buy or source to resell. Shipping is easy. Well, it's not easy, but I have a link down below in the description, a how-to video on shipping. Click that link. It's a little old, but it's still applicable. That's a big word, applicable. He has no idea what that is. So check that out. If you're new to reselling and you want to know how to list, how to source, how to research, how to determine what platform to sell on, and how shipping works, I have all those how-to videos linked down below. And before I get started in the video, me and Little Midwest, we did do a taste test off camera of these cookies, Oreo carrot cake cookies. Now on the surface it sounds kind of weird or bad, but actually they're really good. It tastes exactly like carrot cake. The only difference is these Oreos are very dry, so it's not like grandma's carrot cake. Definitely it's not the same thing, but the flavor is really, really good. I highly recommend them. Now we're going to do a taste test eventually of really odd, bizarre, weird food. Just haven't been able to find it yet. I don't want to order it online. I'd rather just find something locally in my grocery store. There's some weird things like macaroni and cheese flavored candy canes and things like that. I just have to find them, and then me and Little Midwest will do a taste test video, maybe even a live video, I don't know. So to give you the backstory on this return, if you remember a couple episodes back, I think the thumbnail says like Levi's arbitrage or resale arbitrage with a Levi's symbol. So I bought a bunch of Levi's products from a store, I think it was a Kohl's store, that had like 80% off clearance and then 20% off of the 80% off. I couldn't say no. These are brand new with the tags. So I bought some ladies' Levi's jeans, and then I bought, I think, 3 or 4 jean jackets. I probably overpaid a little bit on the jean jackets. The pants I got super cheap, like $5 a pair. Now when they're brand new with the tags, they sell really good, $25 to $35. The jean jackets, regular retail is $80. I paid $25 a piece, listed them on eBay for $45 a piece. A lot of views, a lot of watchers. I've sold 2. So one I sold, no problem. The second one, I believe they sent me a best offer, listed it for $55.95. I think they offered like $44, and I said, sure, why not? Sold it, and wouldn't you know it, I get a message from eBay. I hate that sound effect of the eBay messages on the phone app because sometimes it's just not good news. Well, in this case, it was not good news. Customer wants to return the item, and the reason is because it doesn't fit. Now, if you sell a lot of clothes and you're a seasoned reseller, you already know this is the cost of doing business. Returns happen, no big deal. I sell a lot of vintage collectibles. I almost never get returns. I mean, if either you want it or you don't. So I want to be a top-rated seller on eBay. So to do that, you have to have good feedback, you have to have good shipping, you have to have a good history. You can go to eBay and read all the rules on how you can upgrade yourself to be a top-rated seller. So I received the status of top-rated seller, I think last year. And one of the caveats to that is your return policy. Now, technically, you can have a return policy that says no returns. Well, my personal theory is you're not going to sell as many items if you say no returns at all, ever, versus I accept returns with certain rules. Now, one of those rules is the time. You can have 7-day returns, 14-day, 30-day returns. You can also determine if the buyer or the seller pays the return postage. And certain areas, certain categories on eBay, you don't have to offer returns, like coins and bullion and certain things like that. You don't have to offer returns, and you can still keep your top-rated seller status. Now don't take this, you know, as law or rule. You have to go to eBay and look it up because they're always changing the rules constantly. So I changed my return policy to 30 days free returns, which means they can return it for just about any reason and I pay the return postage. Now the reason I did that is because, like I said, I sell vintage collectibles and tools and all kinds of stuff, and I never get a return, so I thought, well, why not? My personal theory is when a customer or potential customer does a search and they get a search return, eBay has a very complicated, secretive algorithm. And I think if you offer free shipping or you offer free returns or 30-day returns versus 14-day returns, you get a better search return result. And I think my items will appear higher than some other sellers just because of my business policies. Now, that's just my theory. Put down in the comments if you think I'm crazy, but I think people that say free 30-day returns and are top-rated sellers, I think they get better search returns on that. So, getting into this, it's a clothing item, so I know people are going to say, you know, it doesn't fit, or the color is different than your photograph. They have all kinds of excuses and reasons. No big deal. I sold this jean jacket new with tags. And maybe I'll put the message up here from the buyer. It's not a big deal, but they just said it doesn't fit. That's fine. So they sent it back. Now here it is right here. We're going to do an unboxing, but before I do, I sold it new with tags. So one of two outcomes. When we open this up and we dig into it, it's either going to be exactly as I sold it, new with tags, and it's going to be fine. I'll just relist it. Or they ripped the tags off. They wore it for a few days. Now it stinks. They threw it on the floor. Their cat peed on it. Who knows what else. They wadded it up in a ball, stuffed it in the box, and then they told eBay, I want to return it because it doesn't fit. It's too small. It's either going to be totally fine or it's going to be a total mess. So before I open it, pause the video, put down in the comments, do you think it's a giant mess that I am going to have to deal with, or do you think they returned it with the tags? No big deal. So before we open it, if it does come back with all the tags ripped off in poor condition, I do have options. One option is to issue a partial refund. So in this process, if you're new to returns, the customer notifies eBay and says, I want to return this item. eBay will email them a shipping label and bill me for it. Then the buyer will print that shipping label, tape it to the same box it came in or the same package it came in, tape it all up, hopefully with shipping tape, not masking tape or Scotch tape. See that happen. And then they take it to the post office and they return it, no cost to the buyer at all. Now when I receive it, I have to inspect this package, right? And then I have to notify eBay, yes, it was returned, there's no problems, and then issue a full refund to the buyer. There's little buttons for each thing. Now, if this comes back a giant mess, say it's not the same item, say it's a different jean jacket, or it's damaged, or the tags have been removed, I have the option to give a partial refund or no refund. I could turn this into an argument. I'll probably call eBay if that happened and say, look, I got it back and, you know, it's a wadded up, you know, blanket or pillow, you know, something like that. So if it's not what I sold them, it's going to turn into a battle. But 99.99% of the time, it's going to be exactly what you sold them. I had one return. It was a tool. A guy returned it because he said this drill bit was smaller than he thought it was. That was almost 2 years ago. And I did have a glass item that broke, and I told him, don't return it. Don't bother. They just messaged me right away with a photograph and said, what do I do? And I said, not a problem. I'll just issue you a full refund. You know, I apologize profusely. No point in them shipping that back to you. They're not going to lie. It's a collectible piece of glass. They were heartbroken. They sent me a photo of it, no problem. And I made a video on that too. I think the thumbnail says it finally happened, which is hilarious because I just made a video on how to ship glass and then I had one break. So let's get into this return and let's unbox it. All right, I got my Midwest picker here. In my state, automatic knives are legal. I'm going to keep the postage label facing me, it's not relevant who the person was, so there's no point in showing you that. So let's cut this tape here. Looks like they actually used shipping tape, which is amazing. Alright, if you haven't put in the comments yet, put down what you think I'm going to discover here. No problem or problem. Alright, here we go. Hey, so far so good. By the way, this is a Boker brand. I'll put a logo up there. B-O-K-E-R, Boker. You can go to their website. It's about $40 knife. Very high quality, extremely sharp. Check your local laws and state laws and what you can buy. I think they sell non-automatics too, but that's just a free plug for Boker knives. So I did ship it to them in a poly mailer, and they put it back in the poly mailer, so that's a good sign. So no love note in the box. Here it is. That's pretty cool. They taped it back up in the same poly mailer. So far so good. I'm going to use scissors because I don't want to damage the product. Joey's all nervous because he thinks it's going to be a big mess. I don't think it's going to be a big mess. So I'm going to use these scissors so I don't damage it. I don't want to cut it with the knife is so sharp. I don't want to cut the coat or jacket. Oh, I forgot. It's also a bag in a bag, and they put it back in the bag. I used a clear plastic clothing bag, I guess you call it, and they used that too. So that's cool. Looks like they did a good job of repackaging it exactly the way I sent it. So here we go, guys. All right. They even printed a packing slip. And what do we have here? Yeah, I don't care about the packing slip. What is that? It looks like a tag. Hopefully it's attached. Oh, looks like a love note maybe. And there we go. The tags are intact. Or at least one of them is. So yeah, there we go. Same tag. So now I can relist this as new with tags. I am thrilled. So I will issue a full refund. Should I do the smell test? Because I really don't want to, but I can't sell it. What about the armpit test? Smells like denim. So far so good. I can't launder it because it's got tags attached to it. What about inside the jacket? Well, I got to, right? It's my jacket now. It's dry. Good. It smells like denim. Doesn't smell like a person. Awesome. So I will go to I think when I issue the refund, eBay will give me my fees back and all of that. They'll either say feel free to relist it, or they'll automatically change it. I don't know. You got to be very careful because it's glitchy. So I had like 3 or 4, but I sold some. So I'm going to check my inventory plus this one, and I'll check the quantity that I have listed. And you have to be careful. There's been known issues where eBay does not update the quantity, which they should. So I'm going to manually update the quantity and make sure it's accurate so I don't screw that up. But I'm thrilled. Put down in the comments, are you shocked and surprised that the tags are attached and it doesn't smell like diesel fumes? Or, I mean, it's beautiful. So I'm thrilled. I don't care because these sell like crazy and I'll get good money for it. So I'll be relisting this tonight. All right, so now I'm in a good mood. I didn't want to do what sold on eBay and be in a bad, foul mood. So I'm in a good mood. Returns happen. I do have to pay the return shipping, $7 and change. It cuts into my net profit, but hey, it happens. I'm just glad it's rare, no big deal. So don't be afraid if you have a return policy on your eBay listings, whether you're a store or not a store, and you have 30 days but the buyer pays the return shipping, that could potentially hurt sales. Don't be afraid to say free 30-day returns. If you don't have a lot of returns, and they're pretty rare, I mean, try it out. Why not? It ain't gonna hurt. I also had 3-day handling time for a long time. I know Kevin, Commonwealth Picker, he had a video where he asked this question, do you have 2 days, 1 day, 3 days? I did have 3 days for a long time. I think that calculates too into a top rated seller. I think you have to have less than 3 days to do that. So I did change it to 2-day handling. No big deal. If I sell it today, I always ship it the next day anyways. So that does not include, federal holidays, and I think Sundays are not included. So I said, yeah, why not? I changed it from 3-day handling to 2-day handling. I think that helps sales. Having a sale helps sales. And then the controversial topic is promoted listings, which I am not going to get into. Probably 90% of my listings, I do promoted listings. I sell something daily. Sales are robust. No summer slowdown for me. So, we'd all be billionaires if we could figure out why sales are slow versus why sales are great. But anyways, let's get into what's sold. First are these American Olean black tiles. They keep on selling. I talked about these in previous videos. I sourced a box of 15, new in the box, open box. Apparently somebody used a few of them, donated the rest to a thrift store. The cost on these are about 48 cents a piece. These were listed for $12.95, but I decided to do a 20% off end of summer sale for my eBay store. I just want to blow out this inventory. With the exception of a few expensive things or new listings, anything that's been on my store for 30 days or longer, and like I said, it's not an expensive vintage collectible, I just put them all 20% off, and that works every single time. 7-day sale, so it looks like the sale ends in a few days, and then once that's over, I'll do it again, another 7 days. I'll do that 4 times instead of a 30-day sale. And the theory with that is, if a potential buyer sees something they want and it's on sale, and it shows them the sale has 22 days left or 14 days left or 29 days left, they might not be in a big hurry to buy it. But if you do it in 7-day increments, they'll look at it and they'll say, oh, this sale's over in 3 days or 5 days, and it kind of gives them a sense of urgency. I do think that helps with sales. So these tiles were $12.95. I put them on sale. They sold for $10.36 plus priority mail shipping on top. And again, my cost of goods 48 cents per tile, or about $2. Next item are these John Deere cans of coolant cleaner. I don't even know what it is, but they're cans. I overpaid a little bit from a local auction. I'm just glad to see these things go. I bundled them all 4, tried to sell them that way. They wouldn't sell. I did 1 for available, $25 for just one of them. It didn't sell. It just sat and sat and sat. I don't want these things. I want them out of here. So I put these 20% off on sale. And that's another thing. You're going to get offers when this happens too. So this guy offered me $6 if he bought all 4, $6 a piece. I'm like, are you kidding me? I listed them for $25. There's hardly any comps at all. So it's really hard to price. And I thought, well, no, I'm not going to sell them for $6. I countered with 10. And then he came back with 8. And I said, okay, if you want to buy all 4 of them for $8 a piece, plus you're going to pay shipping on top, why not? I took it. I don't care. I want them out of here. So they sold for $32. I don't remember what I paid. I think $4 a piece, so I overpaid on these. Not a great deal. Definitely not a home run. I'm just glad somebody wanted them and I got rid of them. Next is a horse racing program. I had this listed for $20. Put it on sale 20% off, and then I got an offer of $12. I thought, you know what, my cost of goods is $3, so why not? I let them have it for $12 plus shipping on top. And if you remember, I won a bunch of horse racing programs from What the Hales. They have a Sunday night auction. I got 33 horse racing programs for $100. Cost of goods is about $3. Sold it for $12, not too bad. My best one was 1 horse racing program I sold for $178. Check that out. I think the thumbnail says I sold a piece of paper for $178. That's a really cool video too. Next is this Remington pocket knife. I had it listed for $25.95. It sold before the 20% off sale. I got an offer for $20, so I took it. This is a lesson learned. I got too excited on a YouTube auction. I paid $21 for the knife. I know. I shouldn't have done it. I just got caught up in the excitement. I thought it was worth more, but it really wasn't. And then I took an offer for $1 less. But hey, it's gone. I don't care. Last item are these Corel, they're like ceramic pans. I thought they were worth a lot more money. When I looked up comps in the store, I thought, oh, these are really cool. They'll sell well. I paid $7 for 3 of them. I could have sold them one at a time. I decided to lot them up 3 at a time. These sold really fast, like in 2 days, so I probably sold them too cheap. I paid $7. They only sold for $14.95 plus shipping on top, so I didn't make a whole lot of money on these. Lesson learned, I should have listed them higher. Maybe one at a time. I would have made more money. I don't know. But that's the video, guys. Congratulations to me. The return was successful. I did have to pay for shipping, but the item came back with tags intact, clean, smells great, easy to relist that. That's awesome. What sold? No real home runs. I think the tiles were pretty good. You know, $2 into 13. That's not too bad. So if you like the video, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. That way, every time I upload a video, you get notified. Any questions you have, put down in the comments. You can email me. You can follow me if you want. Go to MidwestPicker.com. Follow me on Instagram. You can send me a private message that way. I do have a Facebook page too. You can message me there. And if you know anybody that would find this video helpful or hilarious and entertaining, there's a share link below this video. You can share this video through text messages or Facebook private message, any way you want. Share it with people that you think might find it helpful. No last words from Joey. I was going to have him help me unbox that return, but he doesn't have any hands, so he can't manipulate the knives. No hands, no help. Sorry, you're just gonna have to supervise. So that's it, guys. Until next time, see you later.